Well, hello everybody and welcome back to another Waypoint moment. My name is Tarik Burton, and on today I want to share a passage of scripture with you in a thought. And I believe that this passage and this thought is tied and tethered to Sunday's sermon, in which we explored the power of an invitation and we studied out what God can do through a single invitation. Today I want to share this passage with you in 2 Kings chapter 5, and before we read it, I want to give you some context behind it. We're introduced here in 2 Kings chapter 5 to a man named Naaman. And Naaman is a highly accomplished and well-respected and highly regarded warrior. However, we also learned that Naaman has a disease called leprosy. And leprosy, it was an incurable skin disease that attacked the muscular system and the skeletal system of the human body. God heals Naaman of his leprosy, and we celebrate that. However, I want to look at a conversation that took place before Naaman was healed, before God healed him of his leprosy, because I believe this conversation has tremendous implications over our lives. Our passage in 2 Kings chapter 5 reads like so. Now Naaman was a commander of the army of the king of Aram. He was a great man in the sight of his master and highly regarded, because through him the Lord had given victory to Aram. He was a valiant soldier, but he had leprosy. Now bands of raiders from Aram had gone out and had taken captive a young girl from Israel, and she served Naaman's wife. She said to her mistress, "If only my master would see the prophet who was in Samaria, he would cure him of his leprosy." Verse 9. So Naaman went with his horses and chariots and stopped at the door of Elisha's house. Elijah sent a messenger to say to him, "Go, wash yourself 7 times in the Jordan, and your flesh will be restored, and you will be cleansed." But Naaman went away angry and said, "I thought that he would surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord, his God, wave his hand over the spot, and cure me of my leprosy." Verse 13, Naaman's servants went to him and said, "My father, if the prophet had told you to do some great thing, would you not have done it? How much more then when he tells you, wash and be cleansed?" So he went down and dipped himself in the Jordan 7 times, as the man of God had told him. And his flesh was restored and became clean, like that of a young boy. As the scripture goes, Naaman's servant approached him and said something that was culturally out of pocket. That the scriptures tell us that she was his servant, his inferior, his subordinate. An inferior subordinate servant does not say that to her master back then. That's out of pocket. That's bold. That's gutsy. That's countercultural. But here it is. She knew she had something to say that could change Naaman's life. And it was only then, after she said what she said, Naaman was healed. All because she knew the power of her words. And I want to remind some and inform others that you may not be the most outspoken person in this world. I'm in that category. I'm not the most outspoken person in this world. However, through a personal invitation to get to know Jesus Christ, you possess some of the most powerful words that can and will change lives. I love this example of the servant girl. It compels me, it motivates me to go and do likewise. I hope it does the same for you. I really do hope that this added value to your faith. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.